Yeah, the game's up and everything. We're good.
Wow, it
We're
actually
golden.
worked.
We're like golden right now. Golden like a shower. Like
Nope.
a ticket.
No.
Neither of those things, actually.
Hey, the
Well, I've
golden
got
ticket's
I've got
not
another
anything.
fun deck to test on chat.
Uh-oh.
I need to practice the super heavy FTK. I'm sorry, chat.
Understand.
It's not my fault you guys are so FTKable.
Welcome, everybody, to, I guess,
Meta 1212.
a tournament day.
It's a
How about
tournament
that?
day.
It is a
Yes,
tournament day.
The day where we pit chat against itself.
And
Speaking of which, I should probably make a room.
probably should.
This is a private room. Just in case you were wondering. Yeah, attribute 4 isn't even an option anymore for a room.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's they don't keep the
No, it's dumb.
No, it's really dumb.
Room details. All right, David. Time for you to hide your screen.
It's true. You don't want people to see it. Just like my boy Flounder.
Little Mermaid?
He's just looking like
So he's
just
looking pretty rough.
he's looking just like a regular fish.
He's looking terrible.
I mean, I guess I don't know what I expected it to look like, but
You
I
could
expected
say
it to
that.
look good.
Well, you could say that the design kind of floundered.
Yeah, it does not look good.
No, it doesn't.
The first trailer they had, like, what was it, 4 years ago? When they
yeah, what's
announced this?
taking this movie so long?
When they announced this, like 4 years ago, it didn't look that bad, and then they put that on screen.
Well, didn't they like
It's
make one that looks more like the cartoon, and it was like some like ugly Sonic kind of stuff?
No,
No, I don't think they've released anything.
no. You're talking about the
What's
people
gonna
that
look like
made-
Sonic? They should have probably given Flounder more teeth. That would
True.
just like Sonic.
Flounder was more horrifying.
Give him more
There's
teeth.
the parrotfish have teeth.
They do.
That's not good.
What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Duel. That's the button I'm.
Uh-huh.
I did it. I'm in the room. I can turn the game back on.
Yeah.
That's my secret.
I'm not a fan of the live action remakes.
Yeah, they're bad generally.
They're pretty rough.
I prefer.
The Lion King one. Someone went back and did like designs that were more true to the cartoon, and it looked really good. They should have done that.
Less
Yeah.
like just regular ass animals.
I mean, it was animated. There was like one live action shot in the entire movie.
Yeah, so to say it's not a live action version of the movie, it's an alternately animated version.
Yes, it's a realistically animated version.
And it's bad. It's trash. It's garbage.
I mean, I
It's
thought it was
stinky poo poo.
okay.
It was unnecessary.
I mean, it
But
made
they
them a
thought
lot of
they
money.
could make money off of it.
And they did.
They did.
Oh, really?
What if we just release our movies again?
But worse.
Oh, really?
Is anyone in this room?
Yes.
Yeah. There's people.
We're just not on tables. Is that what's?
No.
It hasn't started yet, Dave.
All right. So how many tables are we gonna have this year?
This year?
This
This
month?
year?
Well, let's see. We have 11 people playing.
Cool. Can we
We're
get
gonna
a
have
couple
6
last-minute entries? That would be great.
That would be great. Double 3. Maybe you can try pinging people in Discord.
Me?
I
People
wouldn't
like
tell you
muted
not.
me. I don't.
You can draw the ire of a certain unstable boy.
That's true. Let's see here.
Hey, he's perfectly stable.
Everyone.
Last
you.
chance to sign up.
Join my tourney. Do it.
Do it.
People are gonna think I'm talking to them. Hey, you're finally awake.
Hey.
I did it.
Congratulations. Hey, you. No.
Hey, Hal said this. Did you see them using like Chat GTP and like the voice AI thing to make like radiant dialogue for NPCs for Skyrim?
Not
Yes.
specifically, but I heard about it.
It's really cool.
It sounds really cool. It sounds pretty neat. Automatically assign. Okay.
Although it does make Manslayer obsolete.
Sure.
Because now he doesn't need to try to figure out how to get like Lydia to say that, you know, she wants to
What,
like
Dave? What, Dave? What's that? What is she saying?
some inappropriate nonsense.
Oh.
And what nonsense would that be, Mr. West?
I don't know. All I can think of is the Mass Effect ones where
Full bang, okay?
oh bang, okay. It's hard playing Mass Effect now.
Is it?
Yeah, because you're gonna play like
You gotta play Femme Shepherd.
if you play Fem Shep, it's fine, but if you play as Dude Bro Chef, it's like
Full bang, okay?
oh bang, okay. Hey, board the ship.
Bro,
How many rounds of Swiss we doing? Well, until top cut, none, because there is no top cut. We'll cut the top off and let you know who does the best. At this point, we're doing 4 rounds, unless 4 more people sign up.
So I started playing Mass Effect with my mom. Right. We just finished the first game.
Nice.
Yeah. And obviously she made the good choices. Like
Fair
not
enough.
shooting our friend.
But
I cannot believe that people look at that situation and go, no, shooting him is a good idea.
It's been... Oh, when did I play that last time? I was in... We were living in Spencerport, I think, when I played that last, so that would have been 2014. It's almost 10 years ago.
wow, we got the Legendary Collection for PS5, so it's cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
Or the PS5.
I saw that.
It's very funny seeing the characters that show up in the other games side by side with characters that do not show up in the other games, and just the quality. Like when Dr. Chakwas is standing next to Jenkins when you first start the game, Dr. Chocos is in HD and he's in 160.
Nice.
He looks terrible.
Why didn't they like up his texture?
I don't know. Because he dies in 5 minutes? Why would they spend dev time on that?
I'm working on Ascensions now. that I've-
Ascensions.
on Slay the Spire.
Ooh. Very nice. Very nice.
I'm asking if there's any hints on what Friday's video will be. Are there any hints on if there will be a video?
I did not get to record because we were busy all weekend.
Well, there you go. There's your hint. Nada. Unfortunately.
I mean, Ryan, I think you have one in the hopper still.
Do I really?
Yeah, it's the machine top 10 machines video.
Yeah.
Not that anyone is jonesing for that one, but
Hey,
there is a lost Dave Nader video out there somewhere.
hey, I like that. I like that video.
You mean the top 10 boobs in Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, that's truly the lost Dave
That's
Nader.
truly a lost video.
Top 10
We will
boobs.
never get that.
No, I'll never put that in public. That private videos will forever be private.
Totally
We'll
not
never
just an
reclaim that
edited
lost video.
HTML of the page for a joke.
For a joke.
Like how people actually believe that you would have made that video and
Sure.
then just made it private.
I mean,
You remember seeing it. It was real. Don't let them gaslight you, chat. It was real.
you know what? We were talking about gaslighting earlier.
Yeah.
Because we're watching Picard season 3.
Oh my god, the show is so awkward and weird.
So far, season 3 has been leagues better than 1 and 2. So
yeah.
that's a plus. I'm actually enjoying it.
Okay.
From I think it's because my expectations were set so low that
Mm,
it being okay is like
Sure.
is
It's not the worst thing you've ever seen, so it's an improvement.
All right, this is the last chance for joining the tournament.
Excellent.
It is about that time.
And what
You
we'll-
just go ahead and shuffle this so Kieran plays against somebody with a name.
Why'd you do that to them?
I
You're going to force me to FTK a named character?
Dude, hello world, yes.
Hello world. Okay. We are ready to begin.
We are
Oh.
VR.
Dago just got home. Give him a minute.
We on the cruise.
Give him a minute.
We
So-
are.
So anyway, to finish my thought, we were like, oh, cool. You can skip the intro on Paramount Plus. And then we were talking about what other apps actually allow you to skip said intro. And I know Disney Plus and Netflix do, but I guess Hulu doesn't. And then we were talking about when we were watching House on the
Hulu
Peacock. And I was like, well, I know we were skipping House's intro because it's Fake House. Because they don't have the original theme song. They got something that sounds just like it. And I don't like listening to Fake House, so I would skip the intro. She goes, but were you just powering through the intro, or was there actually a skip button? I'm like, I actually don't remember. All I remember
There's a skip button on Hulu.
All I remember is that Paramount Plus or the Peacock was gaslighting me about what the House theme was, and that's not the House theme. I know it's not.
Yeah, it was totally the whole time.
It's very funny that the Peacock one doesn't have it because when it was on Hulu, they had the real one. but I forget which streaming service it went to after that. That also didn't have. It was Amazon. Amazon had it, and then it didn't have the actual intro.
Are you in the challenge, Dago?
I mean, it must be a rights problem because that song has lyrics, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just that din 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 thing. Like it actually has some lady yowling.
Yes, perfect. We are beginning.
We no longer have Peacock because no one in their right mind would
Ooga.
indefinitely subscribe to the Peacock. That is a
Got a
ridiculous
link
streaming
and join.
service to have for.
It is insane that that is a company that still exists.
I forgot why we had
Oh,
it,
you
but it was for like
lie,
one
that's why.
show. Parks and Rec? I think it was so that we could watch Parks and Rec and have to get up and change a DVD.
But changing the DVD is part of the fun.
Anyway, Ryan,
What?
are we waiting? We're not waiting on me, right?
No.
Waiting on a
I
member
just-
of your chat.
Somebody in the chat says he's gonna join, but I don't see the name in the participants.
Yeah, so we got lazy and didn't want to end
Yeah,
our
so there you go.
subscription, so we watched House
in
and
there.
then ended our subscription. That's-
Anyway, it was the buy. So, all right, we're gonna start this, and 20 minutes is on the clock now.
All
We
right.
get started at 05 here, so
All right,
we'll
Rogue
go
Factor.
until 25 after whatever hour you are in. Currently, where I'm gonna be saying all times in Eastern time. So
Let's see if we open the combo.
9:25.
We're gonna let Kieran kick us off here with our feature match.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna brick.
I think I opened the FTK.
Your brackets or the tables are in the bracket. We got G Karibo and Chimera at table 1, Kieran and Rogue Factor at 2, Cobalt Lance and the old man from Scene 24. Right? Is that right?
And
Yeah,
apparently
at table
Chibi
3, Freak
Gohan's
Show,
persona.
and Chibi is at 4. Waiting for Chibi. And then Shadowlands and Raviel are at 5.
If I click the
Ah,
fast
there
forward
it
button, does that make Kieran play faster?
No.
Oh, shit. Darn.
Let's send a card to the graveyard.
Is the audio low or is Lupin
Audio's
just
always low.
my audio?
Yeah.
I keep it down low because everyone's always telling me it's too high. I can raise it up a little bit.
You've raised me up. I mean, you gotta maybe bump it up a little bit in OBS.
That's what I did.
But heavy samurai scales, go!
Because it's like peak. It's like getting to the yellow. So I'm like, how louder do you want it?
I mean, the streams are particularly quiet.
I figured yellow was bad, so that's why I had it down.
I think red is bad.
Well, red is peaking. Yellow's like, I'm gonna peak.
No.
I'm peeking!
Peaking is hitting red
I'm
and
peeking!
going beyond. Being in the red's fine.
I'm gonna peak.
Boom. Scarecrow.
Good heavens, I'm arriving.
No words.
I can still get you to chuckle at the stupid shit I
No.
say. That's all
don't
I
know
actually
why.
care about. That's all I care about. Ah, yes. Minor validation for the stupid thing that I have said.
Can we change the channel?
Why are you saying change the channel? This is great. This is content.
Please tell me you have a Nibiru in hand, Rogue.
This is
Something?
an FTK.
Wait, like you can burn him to death?
Yeah,
What a dork.
I'm playing an FTK.
What
Yeah.
does the damage?
You'll see.
Is it Gustav?
Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow. And we'll use.
Look at this.
I
dirty
think
card.
Piercer's
he has
effect
a
again.
buy. Dago's got a buy. So he's supposed to be in the tournament, but
That'll let me
not
grab.
dueling.
Don't look at that card. Just don't look at it.
G. Karibo should be dueling Chimera. Yeah, Kuga. You're not dueling this round, unfortunately. Got 11 people.
Rogue Factor's got like damage juggler in his hand. He's just waiting.
Table 1's gonna get a 5-minute extension.
Chainlink 1, Skull Dread. Chainlink 2, Soul Piercer.
I haven't seen a Saryuja in a while.
Big oof.
I feel like this dragon is like exclusively used for cheese.
Yep.
Well, that is a pretty good target. Let's see if I can keep going.
This is probably the wrong play. I mean,
Who would win? A world-ending wombo combo that can take you out in one turn, or one in Permy boy?
Transporter, go!
find out.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
Dago, you're gonna get at least next.
Unfortunate.
There's only one buy per.
That was not an FTK, folks. That
Yeah,
was
the Imperm on the Skull
Saryuja
Dread
Pass,
was good.
which was
The Imperm on the Skull Dread was a good play.
Hand traps are good.
See if you can kill me. Your Benkai missed the timing. Very funny.
Trying to get everybody to play, and only got 11 people. So
Rogue Factor, don't. Just don't kill me. It'll be.
it
funny.
would miss timing, wouldn't it? That's really funny.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, because it's a when it's summoned. LOL.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
My bad guy missed timing. Oh, shoot.
turn failed. Good.
Good. That was the first time I ever actually looked at Moyi.
Really?
Yeah.
With those thighs?
With the Moyi thighs?
Low ye thighs. Mo thighs.
Completely ignore the fact that they are very sweaty.
Some people
I-
like that.
Saw someone commenting on the fact that a lot of Kaiba's dragons have thunder thighs.
Well,
Well, that one does.
they're based on a girl.
Well, at least 2. Chaos Dragon has pretty big thighs.
Are you saying that like Blue Eyes White Dragon is thick?
With 2 C's.
2 C's. Kaiba's like about to give you my burst stream of destruction.
Nope.
Excellent. I can still maybe do it. Ooh, that's a good card. We will start with Scales. Scales effect.
You said
Target.
scales, I assume
Soul
you meant
Pierce.
like pendulum scales.
Right.
Then you played a monster defense mode. I'm like, that's not a scale. That's not even a pendulum monster.
Rogue Factor. I'm probably not going to be able to do this, but I want to show off at least one part of this.
My scale's not a
Jeez,
pendulum.
Let
I
the
mean,
scales
super
resolve.
heavy did get a
maybe?
pendulum.
Please would be appreciated.
Let the scales resolve. Trust me, it'll be so funny.
Mad Cat does have a point.
Here we go. Ancient Gear Ballista.
Infinite impermanence.
No, don't imperm that.
Impermanent.
The combo is so funny. Okay, that sucks. That really sucks.
Rogue, don't listen to him. End this man's whole career.
Okay. So, what we do is we add box. Look, it's
Dang,
box.
what are you talking about?
Box
Guy.
goes.
Like, I'm all for making fun of me. I think it's funny too, but I don't know what you're. It's just out of the blue. I don't have any problems with feet. I'm not like, ew, feet, but like, they're just,
Just feet.
just feet. You can, okay, you can certainly have gross feet.
Sure.
That's true. Like, feet can certainly turn me off. They just will not turn me on. I'm never like, I'm not like Quentin Tarantino, where I manage to put a foot scene in every movie I make. Half the time they're Uma Thurman's feet. I don't know.
I think that's it. I think that's the game. So what we do, we go Soulbreaker armor, equip on the wagon, right? So we go Ancient Gear Ballista, target Soulbreaker armor, target Benkei.
Stop, I don't have a foot fetish. I'm smiling because
Cosmic Cyclone, no problem. That's rude, by the way.
don't king shame me. Toes.
I don't know why you would prevent me from lowering Benkei's defense. What could possibly go wrong there?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing
Oh,
at all
whoa.
could go wrong there.
That's my fetish. Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar Binks.
I like Gungans. Like, I think I want Boss Nass just to.
Dave, there's a lot of things that you've done or said that are
This in a big bungo.
As soon as you said Gungan, I knew where you were going with that.
I'm gonna need you to stop.
And either you didn't disappoint or you did. I can't figure out which one it is.
Hey, Jar Jar is a sexual being. He had a girlfriend. That
You proved
bird
that.
lady, remember?
What?
In that one episode of Clone Wars, he had a girlfriend. Like, they went to that bird lady's planet, and she's all like, "Oh, Jar Jar, it's been a while," and he's like, "Ooh."
Misa Big Bunga.
I
I did
remember
not recall that.
I remember watching Amanda's like, "Wait, Jar Jar fucks?"
Yeah,
And I'm like, evidently.
yeah, he fucks now.
I mean, they'd have to, because there's presumably little Gungans running around.
Presumably with someone of their own species.
So he ruined the combo.
Yeah?
But Dave, please read Soulbreaker armor.
It could have attacked into that, right? And
I could have.
ended the duel.
He will have to. What's to explain to chat? What Soulbreaker armor does is it banishes itself from the graveyard to target a super heavy samurai whose defense is different than its original defense, and then it burns your opponent for the amount. And then it banishes all copies of Soulbreaker armor in the graveyard. So what you do is you summon one. You summon Benkei to their field, you reduce its defense to 0, You banish 1, burn for 35. You banish 1, burn for 35. You banish 1, burn for 35.
Oh man, babe, we're gonna blackjack because gonna unsub.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
We're actually
if you wanna
gonna.
be-
We're actually now. We're exclusively a Star Wars / fiction. Channel.
Oh, okay.
Sub genre. Gungan.
Subgenre.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of cards to be giving your opponent, Chibi.
That was a lot of cards.
Jar Jar leaned against the banister,
Nope.
exposing.
Nope.
Throbbing manhood.
Yeah, if you weren't playing that list, you probably would not have had an out to the FTK Rogue Factor. That's so funny.
You're so ready for
I would have just
this,
killed you.
He said, in a breathy tone.
Nope. Please do not do
Dave, you
a
need to
Jar Jar
stop.
impression in a breathy tone. Whatever you do not put that out into the world.
Be my fan.
Misa Gonska Natsa. Annie!
Yusa can get this in.
Oh,
Ah!
so many people are gonna unsubscribe. All 27 of you.
Oh, 27. Don't worry.
Like, how could you
yeah,
seriously
so,
write a sex scene with Jar Jar?
So you gave Live Twin Sprite about 30 cards? You're
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We're not even caught up
dead.
yet. Rogue, nah, man, I want to sub twice. All right, so we got a pretty impressive board here. We got Tweedledum and Tweedledee
board.
plus the 2 sprites, and some back row.
Yep, and the Live Twin spell gonna make sure that you keep up your Patreon subscription.
Just cringe really hard.
Well-
no, there's no one who's 1-1.
I remember when I first. God damn it! Why are we always talking about this? When I
Star
first,
Wars?
When I
The Last
first
Jedi.
the Rise of Skywalker.
Oh,
When I first saw that movie it was with you, Ryan, right?
it was with me.
And
Well- That may have been the second time you saw it.
and when the big reveal that she's Palpatine's granddaughter, my first
Spoilers.
reaction wasn't, "Oh my god, that's crazy." It was, "Ew, Palpatine fucks." Who had sex that
Did you
old
see him
fucking
during the Clone
avocado of a
Wars?
man? Like, what the?
Did you see
Yeah.
him
Wasn't
during
the
the Clone Wars,
implication-
Dave?
Wasn't the implication that there was some cloning in there?
Yeah, but that
No.
wasn't. They didn't say that right off the bat. They
No.
They just kind of left that little thing dangling
No,
there.
I regret
That little
to
thing
inform
dangling there?
Little
I
shriveled
regret
up-
to
Phrasing.
inform you, Ryan, that no, there wasn't cloning involved.
He was just clapping some cheeks.
I understand.
It was in vitro fertilization.
He's like,
actually.
"Do it."
I mean, yeah, IVF makes sense. Much more sense. Nobody would, in their right mind, agree to that.
Ravio, this isn't your table.
All right, we have the first round is done. Round 2 pairings are up. Table 1 is Chimera and Eldago, or
Somehow,
Kuga Onimaru.
Palpatine fucks.
Table 2 is Freak Show and Ravio. Table 3 is Cobalt Lands and Rogue Factor. Table 4 is Shadowlands and G. Karibo. Table 5 is the Old Man from Scene 24 and Kieran.
All right.
Let's see if I ping and open the FTK.
I think I want to watch Table 1 here. No? Table 2. I like Freak Show versus Ravil. I
Got a feeling about that one?
gotta feel about that one.
I've got a feeling.
I still subscribe to the fan theory that Oscar Isaac was just expressing
That was in between takes.
a concern about the screenplay, and they just
Happened to
happened to
be
have been filming.
I like that. I like that idea.
They fly now? Somehow
They
Palpatine
fly now.
returned?
He's
fly
just
now.
talking with the rest of the cast.
Yep.
Wait, you guys were filming? That wasn't a.
It
That
wasn't in the
a real
script.
take. That was barely a screenplay. What's wrong with you people?
So what's the deal with the new illusion type? It's just
It's
It's
a
just
monster type
worms,
like
but
Cypress.
spellcasters.
it's illusion now, not illusionist. So all of the illusion monsters have the effect so far, seems like it's going to be all of them, that they cannot be destroyed or cannot destroy monsters in battle. Insert, but you still take the damage meme.
Isn't illusionist what like magicians say they are? Because
Sure.
they're like, I'm not a magician, I'm an illusionist.
I mean, yeah, technically.
Why? He's like, is magician like a slur? Like, if someone's doing tricks at your party and you're like, hey kids, look, it's the magician. And he's like, that's our word. You can't say that.
Dave,
Would you get canceled for saying the M word?
there's a lot of things that you've put on the internet. I
Did you
think
get-
that one was the worst.
No, Dave. No, it's not. It's just that a magician implies that there is real magic. Whereas an illusionist, it's all tricks.
Yeah, but like, isn't the part of the suspension of disbelief is, ooh, it's magic? Like, everyone knows that you didn't actually saw somebody in half.
I mean, yeah, everyone knows, but when you go to see magic, you're expecting to be fooled. I do like how the Penn and Teller show Fool Us gives out a big FU trophy.
I do really like that show.
Very good. For Fool Us.
The
As the
dream
name
type.
of.
As typical of the old man, he said what? Freak
Hey,
show
yo, why
playing
couldn't they have called it
remix?
Dream? I remember Dream. And like the Game Boy ones and shit. Yeah, I remember that.
There was a type in the Game Boy games called Dream.
There was.
It's not a dream type from the video games. Originally there was a trifecta of monster types for Magic, and one canceled out each other in like a rock paper scissors thing. That's why Millennium Eyes Illusionist kills Dark Magician in the show, because there's supposed to be this like triangle, right? That didn't translate. Flying mountains. I'm just gonna assume
Mhm.
that the runic player is going to do very well into set 1 pass.
It was set 3 pass.
Or the 3.
Got rid of 2 already.
Any indication of what it's playing?
No, it wasn't the grave, Dave.
We got Silent Graveyard.
That's no information. This is zero information.
And that tells you
actually.
Raviel's
What was
on that
banished?
spicy shit.
That's
what
not
was
spicy.
banished?
Oh, he's playing Predaplants.
There we go.
Oh, that's
See,
nightmare.
that's a little spicy.
Biblith? That's a pretty nasty lisp you
Ant-Man.
got there.
Ants.
Ooh. The Super Party.
There is a dark on the board.
True. And Carrot there can't negate it.
Well, it's
Because it's spell speed 4.
did Tyler, the winning bid for Tyler the Great Warrior was 311,000, but
Yes.
are they gonna actually get that money? Like, is that money?
After fees and all that?
Well, no, or like, is it the sale gonna go through? Because I think when the sums get that high, you can just like pull out, and eBay's like, okay. Like, I think
Maybe. I mean, they have to go through the verification process.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't
Tyler
go
gets
through,
the money.
I'll just put it up for sale again.
Hopefully Tyler gets the money. He wants to start a family.
I like that was graded as 7.
I actually hate that part of the video like so much that they got it graded. I despise that.
You don't think it should have been graded?
No, it shouldn't have been graded. It shouldn't have been graded at all.
It is a shame that it's a one-of-a-kind card and it's not in great condition. That's,
Yeah.
You know what
Big
my
sad.
least favorite part of that video is? When the guy who is grading it goes, is asking Tyler about the backstory, right? And the guy who's grading it goes, and Tyler goes, yeah, it was cut, and then it was placed in the box, and then Konami handed it to me. And then the guy, touches it with his bare hands
Oh.
after breaking open the pressure case.
Nice.
Yeah!
Feels rough. Let's see.
Now, if only somebody were going to sell that Karibo. There's that one angry Karibo. It's like a one-of-a-kind card, too.
Yes, Chibi, you gotta buy this round.
Yeah, I saw you visibly cringe when I said that, Dave. It hurt me.
I wonder how many of those cards are out there.
Pre-Senate.
Like, that are like uber rare. 'Cause there's like that one, it was a prize card from like an early Japanese tournament where they put their, like, the winner's face on the card. And it's like Skull Soldier with like a dude's head. There's that Karibo. There's that Blackluster Soldier, but it's a normal monster. I guess there's the Seal of Orichalcos cards.
Mm-hmm.
If those actually existed.
Errata.
I'm not convinced they actually did. All the sources are like, I remember seeing it at a tournament. Like,
Sure.
20 some odd years ago. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's like this card has never been touched by a human being in its existence. And then he doesn't use gloves to touch it after breaking open the pressure case. And he puts it in a penny sleeve to go grade it. And then they bring it back in a brick and it's a 7. And it's like, why?
I mean, I imagine it just probably wasn't sealed very well. I doubt they damaged it.
No,
It
wasn't
drops it.
cut-
Oops.
No. It wasn't cut very well. And the way that they grade cards is dependent on how it was cut.
Oh, it wasn't like very even.
Yes.
That's
That's
actually
it.
funny.
It's so
So this-
infuriating.
This one-of-a-kind card wasn't cut very well by Konami because it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, but because of that, it's graded as a 7.
No, I would argue that
It's
it's a
so
misprint.
It's so frustrating. I don't understand why they got it graded at all. like, I understand previously when Tyler has attempted to do so, people were like, no, Tyler's dead. You've got to stop pretending to be Tyler, right? You can't get more authentic than the Make-A-Wish Foundation going, no, this is the kid.
Right?
I mean, he has the card. Isn't that...
Well, people are like, oh, it could be a fake.
Could be.
Hey?
Yes. You know what? It's actually... This is actually kind of funny. It's... Legally speaking, it's actually very difficult to prove that you were you. Most people just assume that you are telling them the truth. Like, think about how many times you go to, like, fill out a form at a store, and you're like, they're like, your name? Dave. And they're like, okay. Like, they're not like, prove it! So, like, it's actually... And if you ever have to, like, go, like... Amanda was talking about this. Like, getting your... birth certificate changed is very difficult if, like, your parents didn't catch it soon enough. Like, there's like a grace period or whatever. Like, if there's like a typo on it or something. But like, there's like stories of people that, like, you know, they didn't have a name at the time of birth, so they just put like baby boy on there.
Right.
And then eventually they go by like John, and they come to find out that, like, they try to get a passport or something, and they're like, there's no such thing as John Shaw. We do have baby boy Shaw. And you're like, wait, what? My name isn't actually John. like, and then it's like a nightmare to prove.
But no, it's like the Make-A-Wish Foundation has documentation. This is the guy. This is the person that did the Make-A-Wish Foundation. You have art drawn by Kazuki. It's drawn and signed by Kazuki Takahashi, proving your identity that was handed to you by Konami. And the card in a pressure-sealed case that was made in the factory. If you just have somebody vouch for that, like somebody vouch for that like that, you could sell it in the community. You would just have to have, like, SEMO vouch for you. You wouldn't need to get it graded.
I mean, grading makes it official, I think, was what they were just going for.
Yeah.
It's in the nice little box.
It was in a nice box.
It's got, like, you know, certificate of authenticity, so presumably.
It had a certificate of authenticity from Konami.
I probably wouldn't have touched it.
I wouldn't have touched it with my bare hands.
I mean, so... We gonna get that playset or what?
Of Tyler the Great Warrior?
I want whoever bought Tyler the Great Warrior to bring it to a tournament.
Like,
it's
Tyler OTK.
It is legal. Nothing on
'Cause
the
it
card
is a
says you
legal
cannot
card.
play that in a tournament.
Could you imagine you summon that shit, you're fun to stare at that for a sec?
Judge?
I probably wouldn't have that in just like a dragon sleeve.
Show up with it in a penny sleeve on a paper mat.
Attack with Tyler the Great Warrior. I don't know, negate. I guess.
Can I read that?
Can I see that actually?
I mean, the effect's not great.
No, it's a bad card.
It's Flame Wingman.
Can we just take a minute to shame Konami here for this kid was
not making the
this kid was
Make-A-Wish
presumably
card
gonna
broken?
die, and they're like, oh, we'll make a card that's, you know, based on like your Trunks from Dragon Ball, like your favorite anime character. It's just for you, man. And it's bad. Like, come on.
He
man.
picked the effect. He is the one who picked that effect.
Oh, okay.
So his favorite card was Flame Wingman, and he wanted Trunks to have that effect.
They're like, we don't want it to be meta breaking or anything. We don't want you to like go to a tournament and just sweep, man.
Yeah, that would be wrong.
It's like, you know, warrior, like Last Warrior from a Forgotten Realm or whatever he's called, but like a
Last Warrior
level
from
4
another planet.
monster that you could just summon. That would be too good. We can't do that.
It cannot be special summoned, so not only is it a bad effect, but it's hard to get on the board.
It's tournament legal.
It is tournament legal.
That'd be a really funny card to call with like what was that card we were using? Oh, the designator card.
Also designator.
Yeah.
I called.
Tyler the Great
Just
Warrior.
in case.
Just in case you're on something sussy.
Tyler, I declare Tyler the Great Warrior.
Can I see that? No.
So here we see the main reason that Runics have a hard time winning.
They have to give up their battle phase every
They
turn.
have to give up their battle phase.
Giving up your battle phase isn't a problem. It just makes the duel a slog. Like, I think we looked away for like 10 turns and it doesn't look like anything happened.
Yeah.
He has had to activate runic events. There we go. He
There
has
we go.
a battle phase.
Tyler the mediocre squire. He does it. I like that the fact it's the single most rarest and expensive card in the game, and it looks like somebody's like self-insert Dragon Ball character.
Pretty much.
It literally is a self-insert Dragon Ball character from a child, Dave.
Hey, you know what? More power to Tyler. He sold that shit.
He asked Kazuki Takahashi, "Can you please make me Trunks?"
He's like,
Good
"Don't
to
you
know.
want
Suzuki-
Yugi?" I think
5
Yugi would be
minutes
a
left
better.
in the round, so
Wouldn't you want to play? Wouldn't you want to be Yugi Moto from the?
No,
hit
I want to be
series
Goku. No, I mean, I think you really should probably want to be Yugi. No, definitely Goku. Maybe
No, I
Luffy
think it
and a
would be
quick.
really cool if you were Yugi.
I mean, I can see my way to Naruto, I guess. Damn it, kid. Fine, I'll draw you stupid Goku. God damn it.
true. Yugi is not a great warrior. He's a king of games.
I mean, apparently he was in a fighting game, so you know.
True, but he had a stand, so that's
True.
different. Imagine being creative Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, that's rough, buddy.
That's
rough,
very
buddy.
It's so funny though.
At least he didn't
it's
say like
wonderful.
Jotaro Kujo,
Sure.
because he'd have been like, shit, I don't know how to draw Jotaro.
What kind of kid are you watching JoJo?
Reading.
At that
JoJo
point, I've been
wasn't-
reading JoJo's Bizarre.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you're a real anime fan. Oh no.
He's like, damn. That's a lot of slurs you just said, kid.
I mean, actually,
really
that's not. I
You
think.
really are a JoJo fan.
I mean, Takahashi probably would have liked that because he liked
You
JoJo.
would have thought it was funny.
Because that's why I think Yugi and Kaiba are like in bondage gear all of season 2 because I think he liked
Yes.
JoJo.
And that's why they keep posing like they do.
Amanda brought
I'm
that to
glad-
my attention. She goes, "Why are they all in bondage gear?" And I'm like, "What?" And then I'm like, "Wait, yeah, Yugi does have like just a leather belt around his neck."
Pretty much.
Actually, really weird. As a kid, you just kind of accepted that's what these people dress like, but no one else does. It's just Yugi. He walks around
It's just Yugi and Kaiba.
like in a bunch of belts. Like Joey's just in a t-shirt and jeans. Damn, Yugi, why you dressed like a gimp?
I mean,
I know what I
Kaiba's got a
like,
lot of
Joey.
belts.
Don't kink shame.
Damn, Pharaoh, why are you having Yugi dressed like that? Don't ask questions, bitch.
Mostly to see if I can get him to do it. That's...
It's very funny.
He comes back into control in the middle of public, and he's like, "Holy shit, what am I wearing?" It's funniest shit you've ever seen. Cluck like a chicken.
There you go.
One of these days, I want to get Dan Green's autograph and ask him if he's a big The Nanny fan.
Yeah? You think he would just roll his eyes because you'd be like the 50th person that day who said something about it?
I mean, everyone knows the cluck
talking
like a
about?
chicken, but does anyone know that I think it's a nanny reference? I don't think people know that.
Now they
What
do.
are you talking about?
You know the butler in The Nanny? He played Moriarty in Star Trek.
No.
Well,
I know who the actor is, yeah.
that man. At one point, he's screwing with a character who thinks that they always have a rivalry, and she, the other character, thinks that he is somebody else, and he's talking dirty to her like from behind, and she's like really into it. So he starts asking her more progressively ridiculous things, and it comes to cluck like a chicken, and she's like, "What?" And he's like, "Cluck like a chicken, do it now!" Like it's almost verbatim the hentai. So there's
What?
no way that Dan Green serendipitously came up with the same line of nonsense.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
On that note, round 3 pairing is up.
We're even gonna be able to get to the end. I take it this
What?
duel is over then.
Yes, the duel is over. The duel's been over for like 2 minutes now.
It's still just trying to catch up.
Yep.
Can I get out of this?
Yeah. And an FYI, it looks like the buy was given to Shadowlands. Sorry, Pyro. Round 3, we have... Table 1 is the Old Man against Chibi. Table 2 is Cobalt versus Raviel. Table 3 is Kieran versus Eldago. Table 4 is Rogue Factor and G Karibo. And Table 5 is Freak Show and Chimera. Please note that the order of the tables is reversed from what Konami usually does. So you can...
Let's see if I can open the FTK.
I don't... Is anybody even playing tier in the tournament?
I haven't seen tier.
I haven't either. I mean, you could try to go down to table 5 and see if there's some actual tier
I mean,
elements.
Chimera may be on tier. But
I mean,
he'd
I
be
put that in the thumbnail, but knowing full well that A, it would probably scare off most people, and B, anybody who actually played would probably not be playing tier.
True.
Tier 0 when?
Who have we not watched yet?
I don't know.
Sub-terrorist.
You can continue not to watch them.
I think we've seen everybody. At least on one
How
side.
have you seen everybody?
I watched Raviel. I watched.
I just
Kieran,
told you
I
the
watched
one you
Rogue
didn't see.
Factor, and we watched Freak Show, didn't we?
We've seen like 4 games.
We'll do. Two. I have a good feeling
Okay. I have Dan Green sign a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
That seems sacrilegious.
But hey, Chibi. Rounds up.
Okay, so Freak Show's playing
Freak Show. Versus
Runic.
Chimera.
Sprite Runic.
Yep, Runic Sprite.
Yeah.
And Chimera. Chimera?
Please, I will kill you, Dave.
China.
I'm going to scream.
Rimuru Tempest.
Aaron's getting upset. Screaming.
But on the
Crying.
inside.
Dying.
Dying inside.
What's Beaver Warrior's Japanese name?
Who?
Beaver Warrior. It's something stupid. Like
It is.
It's Ruiz.
Ruiz?
Yeah.
It's just Ruiz.
Yeah.
It's his name?
Yeah. Beaver Warrior. Ruiz.
He's not even a beaver, he's a rat.
That's Ruiz. I'm guessing.
Oh, is Louise? Is that what word?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the duelist who plays the card?
No, Beaver Warrior, like the card.
Its Japanese name is Louis. Or Louise.
Yeah, it's a woman.
Yeah.
It's also a rat.
Yeah, and
It fights.
it's a
beavers.
warrior of unmatched skill.
What this creature lacks in size makes up for in defense when battling on the prairie. Prairie's a hyperlink. Oh, sweet. It goes to Sogan.
Looks
Remember
like
Sogan,
Chimera
folks?
is-
Oh.
It looks like Chimera is committing a war crime. I am familiar with him committing. Subterror.
Can we take a moment to
Next.
appreciate the fact that some asshole who translated Beaver Warrior just looked at it and was like, Beaver Warrior. And
That's Luis.
they took like, they didn't even take 5 seconds to realize what they were
They
looking
saw
at.
the teeth and were just like, close
Well,
enough.
Beaver, I guess. Despite the fact it's gray and not brown.
Do any of the old school Yu-Gi-Oh colors correlate to what they actually are, though?
Most of them are just weird, like, eldritch horrors. Like,
Most of them are weird eldritch horrors, for sure.
I kind of miss the old style, old school Yu-Gi-Oh style.
Yeah.
Like, the artwork's kind of bad, and I kind of like it. Like, it's all janky and weird. Now it's just a bunch of anime waifus.
They should have more waifus.
No, they should have less. This isn't Force of Will.
Neither of the decks being played right now have anime waifus.
Okay, well,
Okay,
I would
just kidding.
say
Carrot was done.
Carrot is definitely an
excuse
anime
me.
waifu.
Excuse me. Sprite is
She got
right
thigh
there.
highs. Look at that.
Have you seen Elf?
She's only wearing thigh highs.
Have you seen Carrot?
I think
Yes.
Jet's just a guy. Yeah. Some dude.
Just a dude.
Not with the art I've seen.
What, Elf or Jet?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, can we have an archetype of just a bunch of like a firefighter archetype, and they're just like dudes in nothing but suspenders? Come on, share the love.
They have a gay theater kid archetype.
What?
Despia?
Mm.
It's literally the gay theater kid archetype.
I guess. That's a bit obtuse.
You're obtuse.
A sexy
Lord,
calendar archetype. Like Mr. January and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Calendar Man, January, in attack mode. He's just like
You're
JoJo
horrible.
poses the whole time.
You're an irredeemable monster.
Wow, that's like an 8-pack. He's got the sex V. Holy shit. That's hard to get. It is. You gotta have like
We will use Soul Piercer.
10%
to
body
It's
fat.
serve
true.
a...
You're not wrong. You could be more right.
You're horrible. You're an irredeemable monster. What took you so long, idiot?
So, round started at 9:45. Is that right?
Knowing Konami, if we got a sexy man archetype, they'd all be dressed like Valdo from Soul Calibur.
Good.
Probably.
Good.
Spiky
Just
melts
as
and
Kazuki
cod pieces.
Takahashi intended.
Just as Suzuki would want.
Just as Kazuki Takahashi intended.
He was a Valdo main. 100%. harem archetype. What would that be? Like you have like your normal summon dude is a man, and then like all the other cards in the archetype are like anime waifus.
Isn't that Tearlaments?
Is it? I don't think I've ever actually looked at their artwork.
It's like the one, I guess. Yeah, it's like not harem. It's like the Thesis
It's more like haram. Haram?
Harambe.
Harambe. A Harambe anime. That existed. That was that one with the girl turned it was a gorilla.
Okay.
I'm not making that up. That with the fruits of evolution or something it's called? I don't remember.
Okay.
It's apparently really bad.
Sounds like it.
Didn't watch it.
Yeah,
Sounds like it would be bad.
the runic Unchained Abomination combination is quite
Very
deadly.
strong. This is the power of Runic Sprite.
You know what? I guess Konami could do a kind of like what Dislight's doing right now and do like a content creator
YouTuber
collab.
crossover.
Yeah.
I do not fucking understand that fucking game. What the fuck?
Why they can play as Markiplier now for some reason?
Yeah.
That is bizarre.
A little bit.
A little surreal. It seems like a joke. Seriously, reality is doing its very best to put the Onion out of business, and it's really sad. Like, they couldn't make up something more ridiculous than this. But no, Yu-Gi-Oh could do it. We could have like a Yu-Gi tuber archetype. It's like a creator collab.
Maybe you can ask the AI to do that.
Oh, like
If Alex Simu were a card, what would its effect be?
I'm not gonna do that.
I know what Dave's effect would be.
Oh,
Yeah. Very
What?
simple, Ryan.
where are you going with this?
I wonder where I could go with this.
I feel like it's just none of your cards work because I don't feel like reading.
No. It's a card that says, very, very plainly,
Uh-huh.
it does whatever you think it does.
No reading necessary.
No reading necessary. It just does what you think it does. What does that mean? Great question. Anyway, moving on. Very strong Runic Sprite gameplay. Nightmare Griffin, very powerful Floodgate.
Getting starter back. Oof.
Yeah, that is probably the end of the game. Nightmare Griffin, exceptionally powerful in any matchup. But especially so in matchups like Subterror. Subterror has this thing where Final Battle prevents your Subterrors from getting negated. But anything that's special summoned and is not linked, Griffin just prevents the activation of their effect entirely. So you can't do dick diddly squat.
My chat GGP account is on the other computer, so I can't sign in.
You don't have a password safe?
No, I don't.
Why not? First of all.
Because I'm an old man.
Oh my
Why are
God.
you old?
Why are you old?
Install Bitwarden and start putting your passwords in there.
What if it gets hacked?
Well, then I guess they have your Pornhub account.
I don't have a point.
It's better than making all of your
And they can
passwords the
see.
same.
I
And they can
don't. I
see-
use the auto generate, which is why I can't sign in anything, because it's a bunch of string of nonsense.
Use a random hash.
Doesn't your browser sync that?
Oh, my computer is a different Google account. I wanted to keep it completely separate. The streaming laptop.
You can have multiple accounts.
I know.
Okay.
Why do you need a Pornhub account? You really don't.
Well, it's blocked
It's-
in Utah now.
Really?
It's so that you
Yep.
can. What is?
Pornhub.
Why?
Because the lawmakers in Utah passed a law, I believe, that requires identification confirmation to access either, I don't know if it's all adult sites or
That is the
all
weirdest
adult
fucking
sites.
thing I've ever heard.
So in response to that, Pornhub's like, fine, we don't feel like jumping through your hoops, so we're just gonna block your IP.
So people are gonna need to
What?
use tonight's sponsor, NordVPN, to watch all
There
of
is
their porn.
I saw a graph of the number of VPN searches in the states, and
It's skyrocketed.
white was 0 and blue was 100 and Utah was blue.
What?
So yeah,
When will the government learn that their actions have consequences?
I don't know if you remember the was it the House interviewing Google's CEO?
Oh my god! Don't remind me.
And
of
they
that.
were like holding up an iPhone and saying, you know, if I want, you know, this, can this do this or whatever? And the guy's
Bro,
like,
don't remind me about that,
It's
dude.
an iPhone. We don't do any. Yeah, but what if you know my
Oh my God,
grandson
dude.
was playing a game and he got
And
an
then it
ad or
was-
something?
And then it was 4 hours of them asking that same question because they weren't all there at the beginning of the session. So they just kept coming in and asking the same question. And then,
Yep.
like 3 hours in, one of them is like, "I'm so disappointed in the rest of the people in this Congress because they keep asking the same question because they're not cognizant enough of the real issues
Yep.
to be present for the conversation."
Yep.
Oh my!
It was rough. Like that is the level of government that we have when it comes to technological understanding.
Old people are gonna old people.
Yeah,
It's pretty
old
bad.
people gonna old people.
I'm sorry that made me so bad when I watched it back.
It
And
was
Because
rough.
this was like 6 or 7 years ago.
It was a while ago. Yeah, it was
And Google
pre-pandemic,
was
for
just
sure.
starting work on its AI, and I'm like, please ask them what stopgacks and ethics things they have in place for the AI
Yeah,
stuff they're
there's,
starting to
especially
develop.
with AI stuff now. There's no way the government's going to be able to, first of all,
just so
understand
dumb.
what it is.
They're just so stupid. They're just so dumb.
It's
Oh
fascinating.
my god.
The city's trying to pass some law on that, and it's funny. It's funny. It shows I guess passed a law would be more correct to say.
A lack of understanding.
It shows a lack of understanding of like what a computer is.
You say New York City's trying to pass a law
It did actually.
to do what?
It's a hiring practice thing.
Can't use AI to
Filter out.
Yeah. Which, okay, you banned every single
Sure.
like
Don't need. I
hiring
don't know.
portal.
That,
Well, it
the other
wasn't-
thing is,
it wasn't-
yeah,
it wasn't a
that's
ban,
what.
It was just they were trying to regulate it, but
Technically, we don't have a proper artificial intelligence yet.
I wouldn't think so.
At least ChatGPT and the OpenGPT isn't a proper artificial intelligence. It is a language modeling algorithm. So it predicts what the next word should be. Or the Midjourney's, art AIs. It predicts what the next pixel should be based on what else is out there. But we don't
No,
have an
that-
actual sentient AI.
No, we didn't.
That special session of Congress made me exceptionally angry.
I did see, though, Matt Gaetz and AOC were bringing a joint bill to the floor, which that was the strangest pairing I've ever seen.
For what?
not allowing Congress to trade stocks.
Good.
Like
I agree.
Congress
That's the
people?
other thing. Is like I agree with Matt Gaetz on something. That's also something I never thought I'd say.
You know something's wrong when you're agreeing with him. When you're agreeing with the enemy.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, no, that makes sense. The problem is that there's too much money in politics, and the people who make the decisions to get the money out of politics are getting the money, so they're not going to do that.
Mexican Congress
22.
sounds like a thing you would have looked up on Urban Dictionary.
What?
A Mexican Congress is a sex movie. Look up on Urban Dictionary.
What
I
is
mean-
the definition of a Mexican Congress, Dave?
It's probably a gangbang.
Mhm.
Please expand.
Anyway, while you're thinking about that, last round is the pairings are up, so
Excellent.
you should totally go check that out and hop on a table and start dueling, so that maybe Dave will get distracted enough by what's going on, the pretty colors on screen, to lose his train of thought.
I understand.
Somebody
Deco.
reported it as you lost.
For those in the back, we got Rogue Factor and Shadowlands at table 1. Table 2 has Raviel and Chibi. Table 3 has G. Karibo and Eldago. Table 4 is Chimera and the Old Man from C24. Table 5 is Cobalt Lance and Freak Show. With
I fixed it, Rogue.
it looks like who's got the last buy? Nobody. Wait,
Table
I
5
do.
got the buy.
you had the
I have
last.
Number 1 seat has a buy.
Congrats on your first win, Kieran.
Yeah.
Did you actually OTK and we missed it?
No. I didn't open the combo.
So you just did other
Or-
nonsense?
And by I didn't open the combo, both of my opponents opened Nibiru.
Nice.
I can't beat Nibiru. By the way, you two, stop playing Nibiru this format. What is wrong with you? Have you read a tier card? Have you read a tier element?
Rogue Fast.
Have you read Gigantic Sprite?
I can change that?
I can't get out of the table. Just go to the next one.
Why not?
Because Master Duel is close.
Round 2.
Garibo and Dago, just go to table 6. Master Duel is close. No, I just don't have Master Duel open.
Yeah, Kieran's pulling a Josh right now. He's just sitting
Rogue beat Cobalt in round
No,
2.
my Master Duel crashed and I didn't feel like reopening it.
Rogue beat Cobalt in round 2. That's what I have.
I fixed it.
Oh, come
I
on.
literally said I fixed it.
It's fixed.
All right.
I fixed it.
Is table 6 top tier?
Yeah. Maybe. Unless they move.
I think they moved.
No, Freak Show and Cobalt are top.
Shit.
Yeah.
Gazelle, King of the Mythical Beasts.
I think
I've
you're
never
watching.
goofed in my life. I have never gabbed. I've never gooped.
Mhm.
I am
Stop
only a
joshing
serious
us,
kid.
Karen. Jeez.
Right?
Whatever happened to
I am-
Josh? Is he still in that
I
table?
don't know.
You didn't show the ID, so he's just biding his time.
One of these days, Josh will join one of my tournaments again.
For real this time?
No, I hope he's just an AFK bot that just...
When I was doing the MCS one time, when I made the room, there was 4 replays from 2 Japanese accounts that I could not see, but they were in my room.
Wow.
I'm gonna make an alt account it's gonna just be Josh. Although you can just willy-nilly change your name, can't you?
I think so.
Yeah.
That's how Kieran was player A for a while.
Duelist A. It was a joke.
This is an interesting matchup.
Yeah,
Princess versus Runic.
I might actually have some
And-
insight on this game.
it's true. You actually
yeah,
know how to
Dave-
play both of these.
How does Runic deal with the Runic matchup?
The Runic matchup?
How does Marin says deal with the Runic
Oh,
matchup?
how does Marincess do? Well,
That's what I said.
they
You
probably...
said, how does Runic deal with the
How does a Runic...
Oh, no, I didn't.
That's what I
You're
heard.
So-
gaslighting.
Uh-huh.
Well, in this case, I don't think they can, because Runic can search an MST, which I'm pretty
Right.
sure is a death sentence. Now, they can... They now have a tool to stop it. They aren't great at making. I don't... like, they still are not great at getting the Link 4 with all the material and the protection. The deck is bad.
Yeah, it's
And dive is so good, and yet somehow the deck is still
Dive is
not
really good.
not quite good enough to get a consistent into its boss monster that can also protect against a spell or trap removal.
I mean, that's a problem with a Link claim deck in general, though, is if it gets disrupted along the way, it's hard to re-climb mid-combo.
Unless it's a good deck, and then it can just, course correct. Marin's is a little
Sure,
hard,
but
Marin's
not
is
everyone
very
is playing
linear.
Code Talkers.
This is why I liked my frogs, because you could course correct. You could just always roam and code it again. So, like...
Yeah. Runic will get 100 times better with Naturia. I don't know if you guys have followed the TCG much, but Naturia is getting support, and it's coming to Master Duel very soon. The Naturia
remember
support
that
they
coming out,
printed
yeah.
is custom cards. They printed more custom cards. You...
Is it TCG exclusive?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, you know how MathMech Circular is a custom card, right?
Yes.
Let me read you one of the Naturia cards, Dave. It's Naturia Camellia, right?
Okay.
If it's normal or
Monster?
specialed, yes, it's a level 4 plant tuner earth.
Okay.
If it's normal or specialed, you can send a Naturia card from your deck to the graveyard, period.
Okay.
If you attribute a monsters to activate a Naturia monster's effect, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the GY instead.
Ooh.
Period. If your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you can special summon a Naturia monster from your graveyard.
Oh, do you summon Bamboo Shoot?
No!
What do you play?
Rose Whip!
Which does what?
Your opponent can only activate one spell or trap card each turn.
LOL.
Mole Cricket is their other support card. During the main phase, quick effect. You can tribute this card. Special summon one Naturia monster from your deck. Or you can special summon 2 Naturia monsters if your opponent controls a monster with the highest attack on the field. Even if it's tied.
That's actually really ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
If your opponent special summons a monster from the extra deck, or you special summon a Naturia monster from the extra deck while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. So, Camellia is a level 4, and Mole Cricket's a level 1.
Is one of those
So-
a tuner?
The 4.
Camellia's a tuner.
Is one of those a non-tuner?
Yeah!
Are they
Hey, that
both-
sounds like Naturia Beast.
Are they both Earth, presumably?
Yeah! And, have you read Naturia Sacred Tree? If it's sent to the graveyard, you can add a Naturia card from your deck to your hand. So Camilla sends Sacred Tree to search a card on summon. And Mole Cricket summons 2 Naturias from deck. And also, they make Naturia Beast, and then Mole Cricket special summons itself.
Not bad.
And you can send Pineapple to the graveyard to make Barkion.
It's no bamboo
Because-
shoot.
Because Pineapple is just... Oh, I'm getting to Bamboo Shoot. You can just make Bamboo Shoots. You can just tribute summon it. And also, remember, if you have Camilla and Mole Cricket on the field, Mole Cricket can just special summon 2 Naturias from deck by sending the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard.
This is a funky build of Sprite Runics, isn't it?
Yeah, this is like Live Twin Sprite Runic.
Kitchen sink runic.
A very powerful combination. You get all of the consistency boosting in the main deck from playing Runic Sprite, with the additional power ceiling of the Live Twins that also sometimes lets you access things that you really shouldn't be accessing.
Oh, it's a YCS list. I remember that actually.
Mm-hmm.
It does not win very quickly.
Well, that do be how Runic works.
However, is the other evil twin in the graveyard?
So how do you go about landscape top cut? Did you just make big bungus and punch and no one had any way to stop it?
Powers does win games.
I feel like that's a weird matchup too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of decks don't have like round or turn or game one is what I'm trying to searching for.
Yeah.
Game one
Non-sided.
non-sided spell trap removal. Because players are like really opposed to putting an MST in their deck. I don't know what it is,
Right.
but y'all hate it. And this is a best of one in Master Duels. You should have at least a Harpy's Feather Duster. I don't know why people are insistent on not putting any spell or trap hate in their deck. So, because it's side deck stuff in a format with no side.
Right.
So,
That's why I feel like the most fun I've had is with dedicated going second decks.
True. It's so fun.
With like just put evenly in and a bunch of going second stuff. I think my issue is a lot of my decks back row hate is in the form of monsters, so as soon as I run to like a skill drain, it's like, oh, okay, I guess I'm never mind.
and not everything we can make a Tornado Dragon or some nonsense.
I mean, it would be Nightmare, Unicorn,
Sure.
or
Or Phoenix?
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Or Unicorn.
Who's spending any money on digital cardboard? I haven't spent a cent in Master Duel, and I have a full Ishizu tier deck.
I spent a little money, but I'm also trying to make like a new deck every week for the applause. So
For the content.
it's a little different.
I mean, it's possible to do that if you're able to have all your staples.
It's gotten easier
It will get easier over time, for sure.
because I have most of the extra deck stuff that you'd ever want.
Right, yeah. Extra deck and staples are the expensive parts, and then usually the main deck is pretty cheap.
Yeah, especially because like you can reliably pull it with gems and shit.
Yeah, I had 0 gems when Tier Elements was released, and I think I'm back up to 7,000. it's pretty easy to get gems.
Are we still?
Well, I pulled like garbage when I tried to pull in the tier pack, but I had so much dust from just saving up pretty much that I just crafted everything. Ended up crafting a royal rare Rhino Heart, one of the Shizu Mill cards, and Rukulos maybe? So like I got 3 prismatic royals on the crafting to finish the deck out. After that I was like, well, I guess I am playing this deck because look at all those shinies. It is a fun deck though. I do enjoy it.
Does Master Duels have the last wave of Planet Patrol support yet?
It's rumored to be in the next set.
You mean the land ship?
Yeah, I totally forgot it even existed until like just now. I don't know what made me think of it.
Somebody mentioned it in the comments. I am also a Pendulum Duelist. So I play Pendulum Magicians until I get to a ceiling in the ladder where it won't let me go any further. That ceiling is getting lower and lower, I will say.
Big sad.
Yep.
You need a card, right? Or do you just need a ban list?
I think I just need a well.
Like, is there anything substantially helpful still on the ban list?
Like in general?
Real, like for Pendulum Magician specifically in Master Duel? Not really. I mean, having more Astrograph would be nice. But Double Iris got unlimited. We have 1 Electromite, and we have the other link too as well. Yeah, other than like generic pendulum stuff getting unleashed. So like maybe monkey board, but that feels dangerous.
It'll be fine.
Monkey board be fine. But I mean, it's a free scale, but is that so good anymore? Like comparatively speaking?
Yes.
I think Pendulum's really lost it to. I think it's what it was the Master Rule change. Even though they were
can't just pendulum summon a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, like Pepe doesn't exist anymore as it did before, where it was just destroy everything, pendulum summon a bunch of monsters.
Yeah.
No, they have decent support.
I feel bad about that mechanic.
What, Pendulum?
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like
I feel
it.
bad about Pendulum.
A lot of people didn't like it, so I feel like Konami really.
Yeah, people didn't like it, and then one deck kind of broke the mechanic because they were trying to get people to play it.
Which is what you do.
And now we don't have to look at it anymore. I count this as an absolute win. No, it's the game has
we
moved.
have pendulum rituals.
I think maybe. So that one Odd Eyes ritual, or is that just a ritual?
I actually don't know.
I mean, Pendulum Magician is still showing up in Diamond 1, so people are still able to get pretty high in the ranks with it.
Ah, so skill issue.
Yes, it's always been a skill issue, Dave. Every time people look at decks and are like, man, this isn't a very good deck, a lot of people will go, Actually, it's really good. Like Tyr, for example. Every time somebody looks at Tyr, they go, well, can Tyr do this? Yes.
Gravity Dragon is a regular ritual, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think there's a ritual pendulum then.
I think we just got one. Pendulum Graph Dragon, right? It came out in like Pote.
Yes.
Yeah.
Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph Dragon. Holy peepees.
Yeah, it can ritual summon itself by pendulum summoning.
Wait, during the
And then-
end phase, you can add one ritual spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand? Just any of them?
Yes. Yes. It's a generically good card for rituals.
I mean, it's during the end phase, but even still, like, that's...
Mountain Dimension Force. Not poked.
Must be either ritual summoned or pendulum summoned. That's fun.
Yup.
Because card text trumps rules. You can write any nonsense you want in a card's effect. In this
Correct.
case, just cheat.
Elements can't summon Crystal Wing, but they can summon Barone.
They can summon Crystal Wing.
If you put a Wind Witch engine in there, right?
With what?
Best card of 2019.
Not a few. Ow.
It's, have you met Instant Fusion?
It's banned.
Have you met Ready Fusion?
Can Ready Fusion summon the best card of 2019?
No, but Ready Fusion can summon a level 2 tuner.
What synchro are they going into?
Well, they'll make Stardust Charge Warrior first, and then they'll use the level 2 tuner to sync into Crystal Wing.
Yes, that's also true. You can always just wake the dragon. That's
It's not a very good play, but it's a play they can do.
Barone's definitely the easier target.
Yeah. But you just asked me if they could. Which they can. Quite easily. in
Not
fact.
worth the extra deck space.
You're supposed to put that in the main in the extra deck monster zone if you can't do anything else.
I think he's getting pretty low on resources.
Yeah, but luckily he's pretty high on life points.
Yeah, but if that's in the extra deck monster zone, it has some level of protection. So summoning it where he summoned
Even without Battle Ocean?
I believe so, yeah. Battle Ocean doesn't do anything.
Will the runic player?
It just says
get to
if you
go to
summon
battle?
something with the Crystal Heart, you get something, but not by itself. Not that I think that protection would have helped him at all. I think it's battle protection if memory serves, but even
Yeah.
still.
So at this point, as long as he's got a battle phase, I think that's game.
He did not have a battle phase.
Don't activate any.
Alright, he can't do anything.
How many
There's
cards
nothing-
in his deck?
Oh, there's no
none.
cards. There is no cards in his deck. That better been a hell of a top deck. I mean, it was a good top deck.
Wait, hold on. That was the last card in his deck?
Last card.
Aw, boo. What are we-
Send cards from the top of your deck, loser.
Nice.
Go ahead, do it. Oh my god.
That was an excellent top deck, but not when you have literally nothing in your deck. The fact that he can do anything, though, is pretty crazy.
It's impressive.
It's impressive.
So, when's time?
I don't know.
We just negate that, though, right? That's the problem.
Yeah.
Time is pretty close to. Pretty close to now. this match started 20 minutes ago. So I think we're in time.
When did the round start?
Stop paying attention. Let's see. So I think the round ended at a weird time. I'm gonna say 10:30 is the end of the round.
Okay.
So, yeah, 2 minutes until time. So
2 minutes till.
because it ended in a weird time at a weird time, so I think I was putting it to the nearest 5 minute.
Mhm.
So 8:30. Yeah, 8:30 your time, but
Which means,
Oh.
Cobalt, if you could please stop slow playing and allow your opponent to go to his battle phase.
I think actually it's already time in the round.
it is time in the round.
Because if I had to backtrack 21 minutes to find the start of the duel.
You want to give the win to Cobalt?
At this point, because we were being bad judges, I think they both.
I did not keep track of when time was, unfortunately. Yes, it was 22 minutes ago, so that is time in the round. Time started.
Yeah, so we were 6 minutes into time. Cobalt Lance did win.
Nice. Let him lose by deck out.
Turn to dust, Cobalt Lance. Draw your last pathetic card.
Time in the round!
Ridiculous.
Oh my god. That is the runic issue.
It is. Hate doing it, but them's the rules.
Yeah. That happens in the MCS too. There's a lot of times where I will run into a runic player, and I will look at the clock and go, "Can I make it to time? If
Alright,
I
guys, I'll
just
be right
make
back
them
to do some
activate
stuff.
every turn."
Okay. So
Will I be able to make it to time if I just force him to activate a runic card every turn?
Did Raviel and Chibi play? The only one we're missing. I'll see if Dave's up for a duel.
Against Tyr?
Yeah.
Very funny.
Who won, Rav? Okay. And you win. That was the tournament. Thank you all for playing. I don't think anybody played tournaments, so I'm honestly not surprised. Congratulations to Freak Show, Chimera, and Cobalt Lance for all going 3-1 in the tournament. Freak Show looks like you won by tiebreakers. Cobalt came in third. And so we got Runic in first. Chimera, what were you playing?
Subterror.
Subterror. Okay. So we're gonna go.
Bad person alert. Bad person alert.
Bad person alert. We're gonna ping everybody here. Maybe not everyone. I'm not Dave. Let's do a month. I don't know if you all have Discord names. I could tag you, but thanks for playing. We'll see if Dave is ready to see what tier elements do.
What does tier elements do, Ryan?
Everything.
Now that was a
It's
P
true. Hey Dave, it's time for you to duel Ryan.
I did.
Yeah, I have a Royal Rare Rhino Heart, Royal Rare Ancient Vanguard, Kelbeck the Ancient Vanguard, and a Royal Rare Rukulos.
Damn. Ryan is the bad person.
I crafted all those and I got super lucky.
Are we comparing royal rares?
Well, I pulled up what I had. Right now, we're dueling.
You and
Chad
me?
is asking you to duel Ryan, Dave.
Okay. In the same duel room?
We could do that. I'm psyched to duel with you. Best of 3. We don't have time for best of 3. We have like time for best of 1.
Yeah.
Got 10 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
One man enters.
One couple leaves.
One rodeo clown leaves.
Do this.
Is Ryan playing tier?
I am.
Oh. Oh no.
Do you know what tier does, Dave?
Nope.
Well, isn't that going to be a nice thing to learn?
First of all, there you go. Oh no, not Naturia Beast.
Surely that won't send your cards to the graveyard by a card effect. Clueless.
Okay.
What do you mean me duel him? What? Why would Ryan screen watch?
I'm not.
I'm asking chat, why would Ryan do that? There would be no point.
Do I want to activate
What
the
competitive advantage would it give him over Dave?
Sure.
Ryan is already playing a deck that Dave does not know.
I know what Dave's deck does. So there's that.
What are you talking about? No, Cobalt. I'm not in Master Duel. I don't have it open. I'm playing the sponsor of this video, Mech Arena.
Let's see. And yeah, out the terribly tired tapir. Apparently.
Popping baby versus hydrogen bomb. Begin.
So you're locked into twos.
This is also my event 4 build. It doesn't have giant or anything.
Nice. Okay. Let's try this again. Actually,
I think I did my chain links wrong.
maybe.
Did I break everything?
Probably.
Yes.
What's up?
Immediate.
It's your boy, Killing Ryan once again.
Hey,
Hi.
Speaking of adults,
Yup. It's the old man.
you're a whole ass adult now.
I'm old now.
I'm sorry.
That's I got a tattoo.
You got a tat?
you know, I feel a little cheated.
Why is that?
All of you guys are old, but I'm the one with the arthritis.
Well, my 30th birthday, I woke up and the balls of my feet hurt real bad, and I coughed up a lung.
Huh?
Well, welcome
I
to
can't
30.
stand properly.
Yeah, I got a tattoo. I will.
Nice.
Does it say
Uh,
vacancy with like on your like a tramp stamp?
No, that's my next tattoo. It would take a while to explain the meaning behind this tattoo. So just appreciate the quality of it. Actually, it wouldn't take that long. It's a very weird story. Post it in the mod chat.
I do that.
It's a Weber grill.
No, it's a stock grill. If you Google stock, orange stock outdoor grill, you can find a picture of what it is. Make a very long story short, back in college, I had this grill and it would follow me around. At one point, the only place it could live was the little balcony outside of my window.
Oh, you mean like an actual
next to
grill? I thought you were like being facetious.
No. I had this grill and it was sitting outside of my bedroom window. And what I would do often is I would like be in bed, lean outside my bedroom window and grill. Middle of the night, middle of the day. I had like a meat fridge. I had like seasoning on my windowsill.
What is wrong with you?
So,
What?
yeah. It was the only place it would fit.
Okay, I'm fine with it outside your window. What I'm not fine with is midnight grilling.
Yeah. I got to like sit in my like college bedroom eating steak at like 2 a.m. It was great.
Like that battle tutor, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another great story from this time period. Not this house. No, not at this house. I had to think about that for a second.
Unfortunately.
So, me and a bunch of friends moved into a house, as one does when you're in college. And
Understand. Have a nice day.
Yep.
I lived in a college town, so
Yeah,
very often.
unfortunately, there is a direct counter.
So very often, you'd move into a place, and there would already be some left behind furniture. Landlords
This is
didn't
the
give a shit.
Rainbow Bridge thing,
Engine.
which lets me search out the
Necro Valley.
yeah, right. Field
And
Oh,
spell.
shit, I didn't realize. Dave's on like a good deck. Well, half a
Melty's
good
right?
deck. Yeah,
That's kind of a good deck.
it's a real deck.
I only
like-
saw my sprite engine, which is actually bad. But...
Anyway, to finish the story, we moved into this house, and in the middle of the living room, they kept. I'm sure everyone, at least Dave and Ryan, would be familiar with this. You remember those like old, fuzzy yellow couches that were always like destroyed in everyone's basements?
Maybe?
It was like a weird, like hard but also sort of fuzzy material. That's not the point. The important thing is, we moved into this house, and someone had left like a pocket knife in like the head of the couch.
What?
Whatever. There's a college town. Like landlords were just cycling through this house. Like who cares? They knew you needed a place to live. They weren't gonna clean that shit up for you. Like they would do the floors, but like they weren't touching any of the furniture that was still in there. Who cares?
That's Elements, Dave.
Yeah. That's tier. And before you ask, what else does it do, Dave? Yes.
a lot of things.
And I have 3 cards in my graveyard that anytime I can quick fire to send up to 3 cards from either of our graveyards back to the deck. So if you
and then
try
if an aqua
to
monster or something else gets sent to your graveyard, he can spin it back to deck.
and then I have a field spell which pops cards. I do have triple tactical talents in my hand. When this is normal or special summoned, it just mills stuff.
Yes.
Just for free, and then I can activate effects to spin back stuff. And oh look, I milled one of those things. So now I can activate the effect to fusion summon. And I don't know, let's go for this, because that sounds fun.
Ryan, how do
You
you
still don't
like
know
tier?
what tiers do. They mill themselves consistently, shuffle back their materials in order to fusion summon things that end your life.
Yeah. So it's all on your opponent's turn. There's lots of spinning, lots of summon negation, Dragostopilia's targeted negation. Time Redoer's detach effect is by effect, so it you can detach one of the tiers
effect
to
trigger
then
tier
activate
on-
the effect.
Yep. And then it's also an Exceed monster that can battle to then set up an Abiru line.
It's pretty
mean Zeus?
yeah, Zeus. It's pretty cool. Does a lot for sure.
I see that.
And it puts up big monsters, so you can play on your opponent's turn, break their board, and then on your turn just attack for game. The Ishizu stuff is particularly powerful, that's for sure.
How do you feel about it, Ryan? Like, no, you've been out of you're basically in the proper metagame. Not like the most recent reason, but this is what we've all been playing against for the last.
I enjoy
7
the
months.
deck. I've always enjoyed playing meta decks. I've just never been able to afford them.
Mhm.
It's true.
Well, if you want to play, what is probably Curly is the most expensive deck in the meta right now.
Yeah, even though it's not very good.
It's still missing a couple pieces of support, right?
No, it's
Yes, it's missing the most important cards that just came out in the
Yeah.
OCG. Because the deck kind of blows. And people don't understand that it sucks.
So Dave, I was playing in the Attribute 4 event
Yeah.
with Speedroids, and my opponent summoned Kragan.
LOL.
And I had to scoop because I looked at my extra deck and they all said wind monsters. So kind of sucked.
Understand.
Basically, the Attribute 4 was just water control between Marincess, Kragan, and then the Umi control, because that says you can't have more than one non-water monster.
yeah, that's the.
I didn't see
the
any
thing
of that
I've read.
stuff.
Really? Yeah, no, I saw that. I saw... Oh, what else did I see? I saw a lot of the same stuff. I saw salads. Saw Marincess.
Like that, a lot of that's been like.
Saw a lot of Madolche and Virtual World. Saw a few Ancient Warriors.
All right.
I feel like a lot of that tournament's been a lot of just like floodgate. Like, I'm just gonna play floodgate control-y stuff. At least that's kind of what I would play.
Okay, this is like old. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what your counter to tier elements is, Dave.
It is Mannequin Cat. Mannequin Cat can summon the End of Anubis from deck. And End of Anubis says effects that activate in the graveyard or target cards in the graveyard are negated.
I know what this card does.
You could probably run...
Wasn't
Yes, you
Labyrinth
could run
playing
Necro
End of Anubis
Galaxy.
also?
Yeah, because you can summon it off of their field spell.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
You might like that one, Dave. You might like Labyrinth with specifically End of Anubis. That deck is a little high rolly, or not high rolly, but like it is a little coin flip dependent.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of a lot of the. That's kind of, you're unfortunately in a tier 0 meta where if you are not playing tier elements, you are
They're
playing
the
something
counter to that.
something built specifically to beat it.
I mean, it's basically take away the graveyard. So Dweller
Yeah.
is great in the mirror.
You can play Rainbow Bridge to search Necro Valley.
Because most likely, if you're going against the Shizu tier, your cards are getting milled as well. So you could potentially run the Rainbow Bridge to get out the field spells.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Natria Runic. I forget what the ban list is for Master Duel in terms of the Runic stuff. But that deck likes to mill its stuff anyway, and you can summon
We don't
Nat
have the
Beast.
Naturia cards yet.
Oh,
They're coming out in the next set, allegedly.
It was terrible.
I was explaining the Naturia cards to him earlier, how Mole Cricket and Camellia are custom cards.
Oh, they're so good. They're crazy. Oh.
There is, I mean, Shifter is probably something you want a main deck.
Oh yeah, like any Shifter deck is kind of an auto win.
Even if you're not a Shifter deck, it's still...
Like, you could play Flu if that's something you want to do with your life.
But,
Flu.
you know, as far as we know, you love your life, considering you're, like, engaged.
You have a
and shit.
Flu deck, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. You just don't
You
have...
could play
You have
Flu.
Advent?
What?
You have Advent?
The crazy.
Do you have a tier deck, Dave? You do have 3 of them. Nice. Yeah, you can play Flu.
The Fluorine is an Advent Avenger? Yeah. How do you spell it? Like this?
Luandres? Oh yeah, tier.
I mean, you have tier. Like, you
What
could
the
just
fuck?
play
You
tier.
need
More tier
Rhino.
cards than I do.
Yeah, you need 3 Rhino and at least 2 of the other one, but you
Yeah,
have most of the deck.
I'm missing a lot of ultra rares here.
You're
Oh, you're
missing
Rhino Heart's
5, I'd say. 5 or
Oh,
6.
Scream. Why does tier have so many ultra rares? I mean, I know why,
fair.
but like,
Yeah, you're missing about... I'm playing 5 of those ultra rares that you're missing. And you can dust 1 each of those fusion ultras, and then you can dust 1 of those regular ultras.
what's the one next to the field spell? What's that card next? Not Scream, but the other one. Oh, never mind. That's like
no.
the
Graceful
blue.
Tear?
No. That's that
not
blue
a
angel
tier
card.
limit.
Yeah. Why is that an SR?
Good question. There.
A lot of
The other issue with Ishizu tier is that all of the Ishizu cards are also ultras.
Oh, yeah, do you have? And unfortunately, you can't look
No,
it up by
they're not.
Ishizu.
The Millers are.
Yeah, but
That's 4.
you need
4
the
ultras.
shufflers too.
How many of the
Oh, yeah,
Ishizu
those are-
cards do you have?
Probably not.
You might have pulled from that set.
I don't even know what I would search.
Agito.
Try Exchange of the Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all list Exchange of the Spirit in their text.
Yeah, I have literally none of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
'Cause
I
yeah, the
have
ultras,
I have Exchange.
the 2 ultras are the
I even have
Millers.
Exchange of Spirit.
I do sort of hate how, this is the most expensive deck in Master, probably one of the most expensive decks in Master Duel, and I sort of hate that.
I'm feeling Kragusi next stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the most expensive deck in Master Duel is wow, like just pile.deck.
Yeah.
It's a
What?
60 card Tier Element, isn't it?
I think so.
Oh yeah, you can play grass in this thing. Yeah.
It
No,
is grass-
don't play grass.
It is,
Okay.
it is grass tier is the most expensive deck on Master Duel meta.
Disclaimer, chat. Do not play grass tier. It's dog shit.
The top like
More
in
like
Diamond
ass
1
tier. Is it the-
is it's grass. Grass tier elements is the
Grass
most
tier
expensive.
is the worst version of the deck. Do not play it.
Yeah, it's expensive.
This is
Then
so
it's
bad.
like the next most expensive is grass Therian. Basically grass earth machine.
Sure. Oh, to finish my story.
Sky Strikers in
um,
there? What the crap?
So, we moved into this house. There's a couch. There has a pocket knife in it. We decided it would be very funny to store all our knives in the couch that way. So we
Thanks.
just started like all our kitchen knives, pocket knives, whatever, mall ninja knives. So it kind of looked like a shitty college Game of Thrones, like the Game of Thrones or the Throne, Iron Throne.
I'll say again, what is wrong with you?
So later, also,
wasn't
that's
edited.
just where the knives went. Like we would clean the kitchen, clean up the knives. walk over to the couch and put the knife in the couch while people were just on the couch, and that was not a weird thing in that house.
What is? Huh?
It's not even the worst thing that happened in that house.
Make it make sense, chat. Make it make sense.
Anyway,
It doesn't make
I
sense.
think that's where I'm going to call the stream.
That's a great place to call the stream.
We once found a motorcycle in our backyard that had money with it, and that's good. I'll just leave it at that.
I think this is where I cut you off.
I guess next week, what are we playing?
Yu-Gi-Oh, I think.
Whatever you want, Dave. That would be up to you.
I want to.
You got
It's your
options.
show.
I want to
You got
play
options.
Kraken Control. I haven't played it in a little while.
Okay.
Feeling it.
Excellent.
Does that have any decent matchup?
Probably not.
Oh.
You can Dweller Turbo.
If you-
and
yeah,
that
if you
beats
could, like,
gear.
If you could make Dweller without activating any monster effects on the field, you might have a chance.
Yeah, if you can just like special summon, make Dweller.
Or are we playing like a Kraken tier? Is that what...
I mean, honestly, Phantasmal Spiral has a really good tier matchup, and it's really cheap
Yeah, the deck's fun.
because that can main deck D-Fisher
Hmm.
and just keep making monsters. Like, it doesn't need.
You want to give that a try next stream?
It might be able to. That's a pretty
Yeah.
cheap deck.
Does anyone know how to play
This
it?
one is 240 ultra rare and 600 super rare. So,
Dave, it's a dog shit deck. Of course I know how to play it.
and this list is in fact playing Kraken. So, here I'll put this in the mod chat for you to peruse.
Yeah, Kraken's kind of your backup plan. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
What's my keyword? Umi?
Your safe word.
Your keyword is Phantasm Spiral.
Spiral spelled Spiral.
Umi works too, but that's just gonna give you like
All this other
everything.
nonsense.
Yeah. So. Kenneth has a surprising note. Kenneth has a build for this stun deck.
Is anybody
Not
surprised?
surprised.
He's
I'm not
well
surprised.
Yeah, that's what I said. Up to no one's.
Not like
Dave.
that. So I said
Frabatism.
I had a fabtism when I tried to.
Amanda was out of town last weekend, and
yep. There it is.
Oh, nice. We got Ravil, Lord of Phantasm,
Nope.
retrain.
You don't need that.
Definitely need that.
Most of the deck is not ultra. I think the only ultras in the deck I found was 2 Solemn Judgment,
which I have.
Trident, Kraken, Zeus.
Yeah.
They play the Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos, which is neat.
just a lot of like, hey, this maybe
terraforming?
might come up.
Looks like I have most of this deck already.
That's it.
because
like,
that's all
there
normals
is-
and commons.
Yep.
Or,
I see a cat.
Marty.
all right, we'll play that stupid shit next week.
Sure.
All right, boys. I'll see you next week for a dumb deck that I'll play, and then I'll give up and just play tier the week after.
Excellent.
All right. Bye. That was my scheduled once every 4 month session. I have not, no, but I did go on vacation. I turned 30. Turned 30 and I got really busy. That's the extent of what happened.
That tracks.
Got a tattoo.
All right, guys.
Midlife crisis.
I'll see you guys next week.